Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today is the part 5 of the F-150 rebuild. So in today's video, let's set a goal, and I'm gonna tell you guys what I want to do in today's video. Basically, I want to strip everything from the old or from the damaged cab, switch it over to the new cab. Hopefully I can get this done today, because I mean, it doesn't look like it's that much stuff on here, but once you actually start looking, I mean, there's like so much wire, so much little things. The engine bay is gonna be the easiest thing, but once you go inside, I mean, all those wires over there behind it, everything here needs to be switched over to this cab. I don't think it's gonna be as easy as it looks, but we are gonna go ahead and do it and try to meet our goal. And maybe if I meet my goal sooner than I thought I would, I'd probably go ahead and stick this cab on the frame. But for now, let's go ahead and get started on swapping everything over. Alright guys, so 4 hours later, finally everything is swapped to the new cab. Man, this takes a lot of time. Here's the new cab right here. Everything is swapped on there. There's a heat shield underneath over here. I'll have to lift up the cab in the air and take it off and install it on here. But I can do that later. But other than that, it's pretty much done. Might have to do a couple little more things before I install the cab on there. But yeah, actually I wanted to show you guys the damage to this cab. Some of you guys said that it's fixable. Man, I don't know if it's fixable. Look at this. The floor is shifted, and don't forget guys, this is aluminum. So once you start pulling it, most likely it's just gonna rip in a bunch of different places. Look over here, and then moving on over here, look at that. That is pretty bad right there. So the best bet for this truck was just to swap it with the new cab. It is a lot of work, but you know, it's all doable once you start, you know, getting into it. Most of it is pretty much common sense. You just unscrew the bolts and wire harness just comes off. I mean, it's pretty simple. So I got most of it out. The doors, I'm gonna leave them on there. I'm gonna install them on the new cab once the cab is on the truck. That way the weight is distributed properly. So now I'm gonna go ahead and move this cab out of the way. Probably gonna put it somewhere right here. And I'm gonna lift this one up and get the heat shield from the bottom and pretty much get everything else, like, because I did screw some of these bolts back on there. That way I don't lose them. I'll just swap them over right now, or I can swap them over later when I'm going to be needing them. But pretty much it's gutted out. So let's go ahead and start moving these. Alrighty guys, so the old cab is out of here. I actually put it outside because I do need a couple little seals that I have to take off from there and put them on this one. But right now we're going to go in with the forklift from this side and turn it around. That way we can put the cab on there just like we took it off. And I want to show you guys real quick. Basically the damage was done to this side. The frame is not even touched. I mean, this thing is like really good condition. Actually, I went ahead and sprayed it with some bed liner. Pretty sure it looks cleaner than how it was, because there was a couple little rust spots on here, and to prevent them from getting bigger, I just went ahead and sprayed it. And I think now I'm gonna clean up the area real quick, and then we can go ahead and get the forklift in here and start mounting on this cab. Alright guys, coming right along. New cab is on. I wanted to show you guys something real quick. Let's see if I can find them bolts. Some of the cab bolts are they're bent. I mean, I would assume they would be bent because of such of a big impact. So I went ahead and ordered all 8 new bolts, and they're gonna show up tomorrow morning, and I'll probably leave this off for tomorrow morning. Once I get the new bolts, I'll bolt everything up and start putting everything together. I mean, I might try to get some of this stuff plugged in right now. That way I can knock some of the stuff out today. But yeah, man, this thing is coming along super quick. And I do have to tell you guys that I have been basically every episode I put is one day. So this is the, what is it, the 3rd day, I believe. Hopefully by the 4th, 5th day I should have it completely done. But yeah, let's go ahead and start connecting some of this stuff over here. All the wires. That way we can get at least some of that stuff out of the way, and then tomorrow when the bolts come in, I'm gonna bolt them on and start putting the interior together, the front end and everything else. Alrighty guys, I got everything installed, everything prepped and ready for the next step. Everything is plugged in this side. I had to unplug the brake lines, so I'm gonna have to bleed them when I get done with the truck, but all the grounds are on. All these wires are plugged up. They basically mount to the fender liner. That's pretty much it. So I guess that's gonna be it for today. I'm gonna get the bolts tomorrow and mount the whole cab tomorrow, and possibly throw on all the front end parts and assemble it back to how it was. And that's probably gonna be it for this video. And in the next video, of course, I'm gonna be doing the interior, and I'm gonna throw on the doors and the bed. Hopefully in the next video I can have it done and ready for the next paint job for the outside and all that stuff. All right guys, so it is the next day here. I just got back from the dealership, and here's the new bolts that I got. This is for the frame, and this is for the bed. I noticed one thing is they gave me, there's supposed to be 2 bolts that are longer than the other ones, but they gave me all the same bolts, so I'm probably gonna have to reuse the old ones. I'll just straighten them out. I'm pretty sure they'll be just fine. But as of the bed, we got all the right bolts, so that's good. So to finish up this video, my goal today is to get the radiator, condenser and the fan inside, and maybe assemble some of the front end parts. But alright guys, everything here is installed and plugged in. Everything is nice and secure. Man, I'll tell you what, it's a big plus that we swapped out this cap. I mean, everything just lines up just like original, you know. This cap was never hit, so I mean, this thing is a win-win situation. So now I'm probably gonna move on to installing this fender, but I thought about it before I install it. It'd probably be a smart idea to go ahead and put this door on here, because then it'll be kind of tough to put the plugs in here and stuff. And I might as well go ahead and install the rear door too. So I'm gonna go ahead to the old cab and take off the rear door first, come install it here, and then we'll move on to the front door. Alrighty guys, so the doors and the fender are installed. Everything actually looks really good. The gaps align perfect. Like I said, once the car is not hit, I'm not worried about straightening out these gaps. These things look pretty much OEM because it's never been hit over here. So before I go ahead and install the other side door, I want to show you guys something real quick. Basically, this black door that came with the cab, it's from a base model, so the wiring inside is different. So I'm gonna have to swap it out from the old door to this door. All right guys, so the front door is finally installed. Everything looks good on here. Now we're gonna do the same procedure with the rear door. I gotta swap everything except the wiring. The wiring is exactly the same because there is no fancy options on the rear door. So pretty much just the door panel, all the rubber seals, they all should be right here. So let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty guys, the front and the rear door are installed. Talk about some OEM gaps. These things look good. The door opens and closes good, and the rear door as well. So now I'm gonna move on to the fender. I'm gonna install that, and then probably install the hood, align the gaps up top, and then complete the rest of the front end. Alright guys, so I just realized that my battery died on the camera again, and I was working and I don't know where did it stop, but this is what it looks like right now. The front end is pretty much complete. I still have to install the fender liners. I'll probably do that off camera because you guys can't really see much over there. So pretty much that fender liner needs to be installed, and this side the fender liner and the flare. And that's pretty much it. Alright guys, so that's gonna be it for today's video. In the next video, my goal is to throw the bed on and also assemble the interior all together. So be sure you guys stay tuned for that. If you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also like my videos and share them with your friends. Guys, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Rebuild with Nick. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.